Hello everyone, and today we're going to be doing another Reddit replay cast here. I just picked this one up just now. I've not looked too much into it, but it looks like it should be hopefully it'll be quite a good game. We shall see. Right, I'm just going to speed this up a wee tad so we can get through the draft and everything like that. Sven, pick up straight away. Hold on a second. Yep. Apologies for that one. Right, okay, and that's us through the draft now. It looks like we've got a disconnection straight off the bat here. So, free camera. Okay, right, let's introduce the players. We've got blue on Magnus here, we've got a Sven, Doom, and an Axe, and still one yet to pick, just an Invoker on the other team. I'd imagine it'd be a Jungle Doom with a Magnus mid, unless of course Axe will be jungling. Not entirely sure, probably might be a lane Doom there as well. And we've got a Sven here as well, he's probably going to be doing a safe farm, I would guess. And Invoker mid as always, he's going for the Blades of Attack build with an Exhort, that'll give him the extra bonus damage you'll need to be able to outlast hits. He should do okay against the Magnus, last hit wise, and he should be reasonably safe. Over here we've got the Axe, he seems to be just going for the off lane, and they're all chatting their game plan. Always good. Looks like Doom might be jungling, I'm not really sure. And we've picked up a Nyx on the Dire side here. He's going for the Stout Shield Tango, fairly standard build. And he looks to be going either safe lane or jungle. Maybe a pause here, it's 2 minutes, I'm just going to skip through this a little bit, so you don't have to wait through the pause. It doesn't seem they're up for pausing, to be honest. Right, well, we shall just watch. Okay. Right, the Invoker not going back for a block yet. He's pausing the game again. Unsurprisingly, don't really want to be playing 2v5. Doom is waiting for the rune here. Not quite time for it to spawn, but we shall see shortly whether he gets lucky with the rune there. We've got Sven the offlane, wisely picking up the Storm Hammer for a wee bit of escape there. Very nice. I'm not sure if they've disconnected or if it's just slow picks or not. Axe going for the counter helix first, so he will be probably going in for the going for backdoor here, try and get some tower damage, early tower hits there. He's got 8 tangles, so he's expecting to be taking quite a lot of harass here. If he's going up against the Lifestealer, it shouldn't be too bad for him, but they are picking up a Darkseer, so it's probably going to be a Darkseer versus Axe offlane, I would guess, with probably Lifestealer in the jungle, and yeah, we shall see how it pans out anyway. Oh, very nice. Wee bit of smack talk to start the game off. Axe is not blocking in the offlane, that's usually a mistake, because that means he's going to be a lot further up here, and the creep equilibrium is probably going to end up somewhere around here. But it looks like they've actually, Lifestealer's failed his block as well, so it looks like he's got lucky in that sense. Right, we'll get up some last hits and eyes so you can have a look at that as we go. Right, Magnus coming in 2 last hits at the moment. I'll have a look at this lane just now, just so we can see what's going on. It's probably the most high action lane in the very start, without First Blood's not included. Magnus throwing out a little bit of shockwave there for a little bit of extra damage. Of course, Invoker level 1, I think he's got his level 2 now. He's gone for a Quas build as well here, so should be able to get his Invoke out shortly on his next level. Yep, and it is actually a laning Lifestealer with a Gyro. I don't really know why they'd be doing this. Seems a bit of a strange choice when Lifestealer could be getting more experience in farm in the jungle than he would otherwise. And you still get the Darkseer in the off lane there. Versus the Sven Crystal Maiden. Crystal Maiden's reasonably squishy, so she's not going to be wanting to take much of that Ion Shell damage here. Little bit of harass here going on, wee bit of a battle hunger on the Gyrocopter, but nothing should be too scared about. He's got plenty of regen with him, plus he's got the magic stick as well, so that should be a little bit. Axe in a wee bit of trouble here, but he should escape with no problems at all. Plenty of tangles, so small amounts of harass is not going to affect him too badly. Mid lane, looks like they're evening up a little bit. It's 6-5 to Magnus. Magnus looks like he's doing a little bit better for last hits here, so it's not too bad. Ward vision from Dire here. It's a pretty good ward location, but I usually prefer around here because then you can get a little bit of high ground, especially as a ranged. Maybe give you a little bit of a couple of extra hits that you wouldn't otherwise get. Down the bottom lane, Darkseer wisely staying out of the way because that's 2 stuns he could get, and Sven can throw out quite a bit of damage, and the Frostbite does a lot as well, so he could be in trouble if he does get caught out. He's going for the Soul Ring, early Soul Ring here, sensible choice. Up in the top lane, still not a great deal happening up here. The Axe seems to be, he's burning through his regen at a reasonable rate, but I think he should be okay. He's staying a little bit out of creep range. I'm not sure what's going on with Lifestealer here. He's probably just AFK. And the Invoker's going to pick up a regen rune here. Still not bottle yet, but that should still be quite nice for him. A little bit of extra regen, and also deny it to the Magnus, who does have his bottle. Just going to be coming out shortly. The Axe is taking the extra. Oh, a little bit of. And I think this is going to be a dead Axe. Very dead Axe. That was some, I assume that was a Witch Doctor came in with a stun there. Yeah, it's Poison Paralyzing Cask is on cooldown there. So he caught that. I only just caught that one. I normally miss first blood, so I'm quite proud of myself there. Okay. Let's see how the farm's going up here. They seem to be matching farm up here. No denies, of course, up there. More focused on the farm and maybe a little bit of harass on him. Early fortification, don't really need it here. You might need it a little bit further down the line. Either better using it earlier or leaving it later. Lifestealer looks like possibly going a Midas build with the Gloves of Haste there. Gyrocopter, Fast Magic Wand. It's not going to do him a great deal against the Axe here, but it might give him a little bit of regen, might help him survive or otherwise. A little bit of counter helix damage going on the Lifestealer there. Looks like Doom is jungling away quite happily. He's picked up the Speed Aura as well, so he can just run around and jungle a little bit quicker, which is nice. Okay, Magnus throwing another shockwave there. It was a bit of a risky one, but he wanted to push the wave a little bit so he can go up and get this illusion, refill his ball. But he's getting cold snapped as well, so Invoker is wanting to contest this a little bit, but I think he's going to pay for it in the long run, because he does not have his bottle yet. It looks like he's probably going to be saving either for fast phase boots or fast... Sorry, I just missed Axe dying there, and I just missed Invoker there. Wow. But yeah, Invoker shouldn't have gone and contested that. I mean, it's an illusion rune, that's extra. As soon as you seen him get it, once the cold snap didn't work, then he should have just backed straight back off under his tower, and he would have probably survived there. A little bit more damage coming on the tower here. Looks like it's actually going to be a top fast tier 1 takedown for the Dire here. Let's see what Witch Doctor's doing here. It looks like he's just getting ready to stack this as well. Good choice. That'll help the Lifestealer a little bit later on. And I don't think this is a good move for Axe at the moment, but he is getting quite lucky with the flat cannon, the rocket barrage there, so that's fine. Magnus is out of regen, but he does have the Crystal Maiden, Arcane Aura, so he should be okay for mana, to be honest. He's going to go and check the rune up here, but there's going to be nothing there for him at the moment. Or is he going to gank? Yes, it looks like he's actually going to go and help out. He does have his level 6, so he's got his RP. So that should be good. Quick look at the bottom lane. No, nothing much happening there. Axe is chasing. It looks like they are going to get the kill there. It was very well played from Magnus. It looks like good team communication there. Or Magnus just seen it a lot easier. And they're able to stop this pull as well. He's going to throw a Paralyzing Cask here, I think. Yep, there we go. Unlucky on the bounces there. If it had gone between the two, he might have had a better chance of surviving. But quick TP there manages to turn the fight around. Witch Doctor will probably survive this, and here comes... Oh, Invoker missing that one. Point blank range, he should be invoking out. Maybe... Oh, he doesn't have any other spells at the moment, actually. Yep, that's Axe going down again. He's not having a very fun game here. Axe isn't a very good offlane, especially when you're against a ranged, because you're not going to be able to get the counter helix damage you would otherwise on a ranged hero. That's 4 top, looks like. A wee bit of a push, but they do have the tower down already, so they're probably going to have to back off of this one. The Witch Doctor, he's gone for just 2 in Paralyzing Cast, 1 in Maledict, and 1 in Voodoo Restoration. Yeah, he seems to have made reasonable use out of it, but you could put that into your Maledict and get a little bit more aggression out of it. But it's nice to have the Voodoo Restoration for use, and it looks like Axe is going to go down here again. Some unlucky bounces on the Paralyzing Cast. Oh, but Magnus comes in, turns it around. Here we go, and that is a turnaround, I think, and Axe goes down still. Magnus not able to pick up the Witch Doctor, just escaping there. He's still trying to man up here, but oh, and he gets it as well. Well played from Magnus there, and he's going to bottle up a little bit here. Invoker manages to seal that one. If only he'd stayed... he probably still would have died anyway. but that is unfortunate for the Magnus. It was a very nice play from him there, manning up. Knew he was going to die and just decided to see if he could get something out of it, and it paid off for him. And that is a pretty fast Midas out for the next 7 minutes 20, so that'll be nice for him. He should be able to hop into the jungle, and he's actually not, he's going straight to lane at the moment to try and defend this bottom tower, or possibly, well, more likely go for a gank against this Sven, because don't want him getting too scary. He's already got his power treads, and it looks like he's building towards a drum as well. So he's going to be pretty fast here, and that is a dead Sven, I'm afraid. There's no way he's going to be able to get out of this. Or is there? Is he going to get lucky? I don't think so. He does not have a point in homing missile, so they're not going to be able to stop him this way. But it looks like they're going to get him anyway. Well played. Nice gank there. I think Sven was being a little bit overzealous there. They were all missing, so I'm sure he knew that he was a probable target there. There's an illusion rune up on top here. And it looks like Dire are not ready to give up yet. That's the Magnus going to go down as well. That's a nice play. The Magnus shouldn't have moved away from tower range there. I mean, they probably still would have got the kill with the amount of damage they're packing just now, but it's a higher chance and it's a little bit more favourable trade if you can get a little bit more damage into them. Doom wisely backing up here. He looks like he's a little bit scared of them roaming through the jungle. They can see that they are roaming through the jungle with the wards there. Ward vision on top rune has gone, so I'm not sure if they know if that invis is there or not. Axe going here mid, missing a couple of last hits there, but it happens. Animation cancelling there, get another one. And the Doom, I don't know if he knows about Lifestealer's there, but if the Lifestealer finds him, he is in big trouble. He's still not hit level 6, so he's not going to be able to doom him. And his level death still doesn't do a great deal. Yep, and that's going to be a dead Doom here. Not going to be able to react in time, I don't think. The Sven is coming on the back line here, but he's... Oh! That was some nice juking there from the Doom, managing to delocate the auto attacks there, but I think Doom's going to die here. Oh no, never mind. Sven manning up, getting a good few hits into them. Unfortunately not able to pick up that kill there. And the courier is probably giving them away here, and they might actually lose the courier. Nope, they won't. Using the call down there to slow him down, maybe catch him out. And Axe, does he have dunk? He does not have dunk, but he still manages to get the kill there with the counter helix. Some nice play from Axe there. Managing to tank up, and that is a dead Invoker as well. Seems to be turning around nicely for the Radiant team from their reasonably poor start. And that's another kill for the Magnus there. Well played, he's sitting on 4-2. Alright, we'll have a look at the net worths here. Magnus sitting on the top, I would expect that with such a decent amount of kills and assists. He seems to be fairly present on the map, so that's worked out well for him. The Sven's coming in behind as well. He had relative free farm on the bottom lane here, so that's okay for him. Axe seems to have got most of the aggro on the top lane. Darkseer getting caught out here. Will they have another stun to stop him? Nope, don't need it. Sven manages to get him, probably with a cleave there, I think. A little bit of TP in here, but Witch Doctor, they are going to pick up the Crystal Maiden here. No escape. Axe wisely moving off, not trying to help, not trying to suicide in. But he does have the homing missile on him just now, so that is going to hit him for quite a considerable amount, because it's a long way. Sven narrowly missing the call down there. That was lucky for him. Might actually be able to get this one. No, I don't think so. That Paralysing Cast stops it, and the Maledict pretty much guarantees the kill there. And the Doom, not the best move there, running in. Magnus will probably get... Yep, he's got the kill there, but he is probably going to pay for it. He's got a double kill actually as well. Magnus is playing very, very well, using that large amounts of shockwave damage to his advantage. Looks like Lifestealer has migrated into jungle. He's working his power treads just now as well. Magnus is running back. He's being a little bit scared, but there's going to be oh, missing that Sunstrike there. That was a blind Sunstrike, so it was good attempt. You might have been able to pick him off or get a considerable amount of damage. What's Invoker's skill build looking like? He's got his Forge Spirits now as well. 1 point, 2 points in Quas, 1 Wex, and the rest in Exhort here. 1 point in his Invoke as well. So let's find his regen rune up the top there, for anyone that needs it. Probably the Lifestealer, he's probably going to need to pick that up. Looks like a bit of a concerted push here. Magnus is still quite low, so he might not want to do this, and he doesn't have the mana for his RP, at least until his Arcane Boots come off cooldown, which should be in 5 seconds. So he might be able to turn this around, but he's not going to be able to impale into this one. Will he use the RP here? Looks like he's trying to get more than one hero here. Oh, only manages to get one, but I think the Doom is going to pick up the Gyro here. That's very, very nice. 2 narrow escapes there, and that is a 4-for-0 trade. Very nice. Very nice play there from the Radiant. Lifestealer is back in base now, obviously not feeling safe enough to be farming at the moment. Yeah, actually probably going to have to go back to base here. He doesn't have the health regen that he would get from his Vanguard or something like that. I'm not sure where he's going to go. He's probably a Heaven's Halberd, I would guess. Or a Sange. I'm not entirely sure. Because he's already got his Tranquil, so he wouldn't need the power treads from that. Doom, he's a little bit behind here actually. He's only got 32 last hits. As you can see there, he's sitting quite far down on the net worth there. But he does have his Hand of Midas coming out as well. He's a little bit probably behind the Lifestealer, but it's not going to be too bad for him, I don't think. Right, we'll have a look at the graphs here while there's a little bit of downtime, and there seems to be actually a push on the middle tower here. Magnus throwing out the shockwave there for a little bit of damage and harass, maybe scare them off a little bit. CM coming in with the Ice Bite stun there. That's nice. Throwing down the call then before he died. He is going to pick off the axe with it. That was good. If you're gonna die, you might as well, really. Darkseer getting a little bit low there, but still quite safe. Okay, right, let's have a look at the golden experience graphs. Gold graph, it seems to be fairly similar. Dire did have a bit of an advantage there when they're coming from the team fights, but we'll have a look at the experience, and it is heavily in favour of the Radiant. So the Radiant are probably in total a little bit ahead here. The 2-kill advantage probably made that. Looks like a 3-man attempt here, but I don't think they're going to be able to do anything under the tower here, but I could be proven wrong. Nice combo there from the Invoker, but it looks like they are going to take down the Witch Doctor. No, they're not. Looks like Sven is going to bite the dust here, I think. Oh no, nice. Very nice stun there. Magnus not probably going to be able to get out of here. Paralyzing Cast is going to take him down there. Doom on the Invoker to get that little bit of extra kill. The call down is going to whiff there a little bit. Axe is coming in a little bit. Didn't quite have the enough damage to get the dunk there. So Sven shooting in the lead there with 4.1k, with Witch Doctor coming up second actually. That's quite surprising. We'll have a look at Witch Doctor and his items just now. He's sitting on 2.1. He's probably going to go for, I guess, probably maybe Blink Dagger or something like that. I'm not entirely sure what he's planning here. And Axe manages to get a kill there on the Gyrocop. That's going to set their carry back quite considerably. But Lifestealer is, he's still sitting on his Midas and Power Treads, so he's sitting okay at the moment. And the Dire have blocked off quite a few of their camps here as well. It'll probably hurt the Doom. So he won't be able to farm quite as effectively as he was able to before. As you see, Doom is sitting, well, 4th now after the little Midas there. This is Darkseer TPing in to just maybe pressure the Sven a little bit. They could do with dealing with him a little bit more effectively. Bit of a push on the mid lane here. Looks like Lifestealer is going to man up and go for this one. The Forward Spirits, you're going to be they should be able to tank a little bit of this damage as well. They're mildly tanky, so they can take a couple of tower hits. But they are able to turn it around here with the Magnus throwing Shockwave again. Magnus has been playing pretty well here, but he won't carry well in the late game, so getting all those kills might hurt his team a little bit. Maybe some of them he could have given to one of the carries, but a kill's a kill. What can you do? And he's sitting on his Arcane Boots and Bottle, and he looks like he's got a good bit of gold saved up here, probably for the Blink Dagger, for more initiation power, for the Blink Skewer, which would be nice. And that was a complete waste of an RP. I have no idea why he did that. Maybe he thought they were on the high ground there, waiting to jump on him, but he was proven wrong. And the Lifestealer is probably going to go down here. No, he won't. He's going to jump into the Witch Doctor and use that for an escape. Witch Doctor throwing his ult here. Not going to be able to escape. And he takes down the Lifestealer as well. That is unfortunate. Lifestealer maybe chose the wrong target, or perhaps the Witch Doctor should have ran out a little bit. Okay, the Witch Doctor is sitting on 8 kills here. Again, like I was saying with the Magnus, it's less of an issue with Magnus, but when a support gets that many kills, it usually hurts the team late game. It's very nice for them to get their support items like mechs and things like that, but it does look like he's going for probably an Aghanim Scepter here. He's dropping down quite a bit in the graphs here as well. And that's probably asking the Axe if he knew that he managed to get the dunk kill. That was good of him. It was a nice play. I'm not sure if he knew. Well, he said he did, but you know what people say. Lifestealer coming down here for a little bit of farm. He's in a reasonably safe position because he's quite close to his tower here. Sven shouldn't be able to take him out. He does have he does have a Skull Strength available as well, so if there does happen to be a little man fight, he can withstand that. Right. Okay, sorry about that. Right, there we go. Invoker having a little bit of farm in the mid lane here. Have a look at the experience graphs. I have a feeling it's yeah, it's managed to even out a bit as well now, so that seems to be okay. Well, that's the gold. Sorry, the experience heavily in favour of the Radiant. Not unexpected, I guess, because of the extra 4 kills, and Invoker did manage to get that tower there, and that'll be a nice bit of extra gold. The Magnus picks up his Blink Dagger as well, so that means he'll be able to initiate a lot more effectively without as much risk of getting stun locked or anything like that by the Witch Doctor or anything like that. So that's good for him. Looks like there's Dire shifting down at the bottom here, probably to deal with Sven, but I think the Sven is wise to it, yes, and he uses Warcry to try and get out. I don't know whether he'll juke in the trees here, but no, he's just going to straight out TP. Very much not feeling safe when he knows that there's 5 missing, and they're going to be coming in for it. Looks like he was going in for a wee bit of a hopeful play there. Witch Doctor throwing a Paralysing Cast to get a little bit extra CS there as well. Looks like Magnus coming in for the counter initiation here, but he's not going to be able to. He's going to be scared off a little bit. The tower's not there to throw out that extra damage. Killing the Forward Spirits here, but Axe does take a little bit of minus armor there, I think. Yeah. Sven wisely shifting top so he can do a little bit of counter pressure on the top tower. Might be able to get this, but he's playing a little bit further back, a little bit too safe. Throwing Stormhammer there for a little bit of extra CS there as well. The drum paying off here with the mana regen, also in conjunction with the Arcane Aura as well. So he's managing 3.1 mana regen, which is sometimes a problem. There's a haste rune in the top. Dire will have spotted that out, but will they go for it? Who knows. There's a little bit of a push here on the mid lane here. Looks like Radiant is sitting in the jungle here, looking maybe to come in from the side. Doom does have his ultimate available. In fact, all of them have the ultimates available there, and the same for the other team. Radiant are in a little bit of a health deficit here, and it looks like they are going to get picked off. They've got the cold snap here, so it looks like Doom may go down here. Lifestealer picking up that kill there as well. Always nice to see the carries getting kills. Axe managing to get away just here, but that may change. And it looks like Crystal Maiden's getting chased here, but they decide to back off here. Not wanting to get dragged too far into the tower or anything like that. Magnus throwing a little bit of harass there with his shockwave. I have no idea how I keep forgetting the name of that because I've said it about 5 times. Forward Spirit's doing a little bit of jungling from there, but Magnus is able to pick it off, but he is down. He's got 7 stacks of the Melting Strike there, so his armor is greatly reduced. It's like 1 armor at the moment. Looks like Invoker is shifting top, not using his TP at the moment. Just because the Lifestealer can manage to farm it. Looks like he's going for his Armlet of Morrigan, or whatever it's called. So that should be good for him. It's good on the Lifestealer. And the Witch Doctor, he is smoked up here. He is going to pick up the haste rune as well. They won't have spotted that out because their ward vision is not very good. As you can see, the Radiant don't have any wards in their jungle or anything like that. Maybe I'm missing one, I don't know. Right, Invoker is also smoked up here as well, so it looks like they're going to go on a little bit of a hunting mission here. And they will be spotted out by that Dire ward there, so they know the Crystal Maiden is there. Swinging back round, but the smoke is going to drop off just now, so they've effectively wasted that. But they managed to get in a fairly aggressive position to come in from the backside here. Good blink initiation there, and we will skewer here. Oh, skewered onto the cliffs there. That means he may survive this, and it's very nice for him as well. He can channel the Death Ward in almost complete safety, and they do manage to pick off the Axe there as well. And Lifestealer is chasing the Magnus. The Magnus managed to blink into the trees there for a little bit of safety. Probably won't be able to find him in there, I would hope, unless he does that, of course. Bit of a risky position, but his probably will get out as well. Crystal Maiden managing to escape, Doom managing to die. And Magnus decided to man up. Yep, he is going to escape, I think. No, he will not. looks like he's going. He doesn't have bottle charges to save him from that. He can maybe get to Fountain in time to save himself. Crystal Maiden getting there with the open wounds, so she's going to be. She's managed to get away actually as well. And Sven doing what he should be doing, really. He is farming away, and he is up at the top. And he's going to go and counter push the bottom lane as well, get that away from the tower, because they do have that siege creep there. That's going to throw quite a bit of damage their way. So a little bit of downtime here, everyone moving back off the farm, jungle, Lifestealer going back into the jungle here as well. There's, looks like a 3-man push here. They are going to kill these ancients by the look of it. Not going to bother stacking it, which is unfortunate because that is a bit of extra gold and he did have time there, I think, so should have at least given it a try, but maybe he was wanting to save his health a little bit more in case of future engagements. The Dire will be able to see that he is there as well because they do have that ward there. A little bit of aggression here coming on the mid lane. Looks like they're really trying to get that mid tower down, but I don't think they're going to be able to at this moment in time. The Witch Doctor sitting in the jungle there, waiting for him. Now he's coming back up. He's going to set himself an illusion rune, and that is the Lifestealer picking up the armlet. Right, we'll have a look at let me see, GPM. Well, as you can see, it seems to be reasonably similar at the top. There's not a huge deal. I mean, the Doom should be able to catch up with the Sven, provided he uses his Midas effectively. So that should be fine. Right. KDA, as you can see, the Witch Doctor is sitting quite heftily on a fairly large amount of kills. Right, a little bit of action looks like in the top here. The Lifestealer coming out here, and he's focusing on the wrong ones. Unfortunately, the Illusion Rune paying off there. Crystal Maiden managing to pick up a kill there, and looks like Axe may be in trouble here, especially if the Invoker throws his tornado. Should be able to slow him down enough to catch him, but he is moving quite slow. Axe is moving quite fast, so it's unfortunate. Missing the Sunstrike here. Doom managing to just escape. Unfortunate for Axe going back in there, but he did sacrifice his life to save Doom, who's a much more important late game carry. Looks like he's going for an AC as well. That'll help out his Sven quite considerably as well. That'll up his God Strength damage as well. We'll see what Sven's going for here. Sven's got his BKB, so and he's sitting on 2.1k as well. So that should work out well for him. Not sure what he's going to go for next. Probably a damage item or an attack speed item. Most likely a damage. And see how that goes. It looks like Crystal Maiden is picking up some sentries and some observers, maybe hoping to deward. There's a rune in the bottom here, the haste rune. Could probably. Looks like no one's spotted it out yet. Darkseer on the mid lane here. He looks like he's going for mech. He's a little bit delayed in the mech, but that's not really to be. That's kind of to be expected. He is 3-0 and 3 at the moment. He's not been able to pick off any kills. And Invoker here doing a little bit of jungling on the easy camp, so he should be able to pick up a little bit of extra gold here. Seems they are splitting up reasonably well to farm. Looks like Radiant's a little bit less confident in this to split up, which is sensible, I guess. That will put them at a slight EXP deficit, but not by too much. Crystal Maiden splitting off here, probably going to ward and deward. Probably throw down around about there. See if he can pick up any. No, not gonna get lucky here with Rune Vision. Of course, the only rune being there, and there is a double damage rune here on the bottom as well. That should be quite nice on, say, the Sven. The Sven has seen it, but he has not. So it looks like the Witch Doctor is going to pick it up as well. No, he's not. He's going to leave it for one of his teammates. Looks like the Lifestealer is probably going to come in and pick this up just now as well. Doom make a bit of a mistake there. They've seen that they were there with that rune, and he's probably going to pay for it here. Oh, and Blink RP. Very nice. You should get the skewer off here on 4. Very nice play, and a 4-man stun as well. Managing to rage off that stun as well, but it's not going to help him. I think they're in a bad position. Lots and lots and lots of damage coming out of there from the Darkseer's Wall of Replica there as well. Not going to be quite enough. They are going to manage to escape this as well. And yep, that is a full team wipe. Well played. Good turnaround there, and they managed, the Magnus managing to really turn that round for them, and should be able to get the mid tower out of this, and possibly another, but probably not. The timers still aren't very long at this stage in the game. Magnus deciding to tank the tower here, but there's not going to be a huge amount. Magnus getting the last hit there as well. Magnus throwing the Empower on the Sven so we can get more of that cleave damage as well, and a little bit of plus damage. And it looks like they are going to get this mid tower as well. It doesn't look like they have a glyph as well, so they are going to get it. The wise thing to do here would be to back off, and it looks like they are going to do that. Sven's going to go down to the top lane here and pick up this little bit of farm that's sitting there for him, wisely using the Storm Hammer to pick up as much as he can. And that puts Dire in quite a bad position here because they don't have any of their mid towers to help defend and for vision if they're going to be crossing lanes. So it should be much easier for them to either use smoke or just go for straight up ganks. Doom here is doing a little bit of jungling. He's got his AC now as well, so that's a good bit of attack damage, and also the minus armor here is going to help because they do have quite a lot of punchy heroes. Axe, he's using his Berserker's Call there, but it's not going to save him. The extra armor doesn't last quite long enough to deal with such a stunning lineup. And Doom is going to throw the Doom on the Lifestealer. Probably not the best target, but what can you do? He might be able to pick up a kill from here. Magnus in a little bit of a bad spot here with the Witch Doctor ult. Witch Doctor's been fairly uncontested with casting his ult this game. Sven coming in, going to be throwing out quite a lot of damage here, but the Darkseer is going to throw the Wall of Replica, so that is going to slow them down quite a lot. But the Sven does have his BKB, so he can negate that Wall of Replica damage as well. He's going to throw the stun here, and this should be a very dead Witch Doctor. Very nice there. Nice kill. And Invoker goes and limps back to base. But that is a 4-for-4 trade, so they're not probably going to be able to do very much out of this. Sven might go and push. It looks like he's going to go and push a little bit, but apply a little bit of pressure to this top tier 2. Should be able to clear the creep wave pretty quickly with his Storm Hammer as well, but it looks like Invoker is going to come in and contest him a little bit with the Meatball. Running directly in the path there, not probably the best thing to do, but you know, he is going to get away as well. The Warcry giving him enough movement speed to get out of range. I apologise, very late here. I'm not sure what Axe is going to look like. He's going to do just a little bit of ancient farming here. Probably could have left these for a more important carry, but they are going to respawn very shortly, so if he either kills it or stacks it in time. But will he do it? It looks like he's not, he's just going to go straight for it. But that's fine. The ancients don't seem to be getting farmed a huge amount, being used a little bit. The Radiant don't seem to be going for them at all. There's a regen rune in the bottom here that Radiant will spot it out. And there's a ward up here for the Dire as well, hoping to catch out this area and see if there's anything coming up top for them. Could be doing with a little bit more ward vision at this stage in the game, a little bit more aggressive wards maybe from the Radiant, maybe somewhere up on the high ground here or on the high ground here or something like that, just so they can see if there's any ganks coming or if they can see if they can pick someone off or see numbers. Mine's coming in for a little bit of jungling here. I should put this back on to the net worth and see how we're doing. And Sven is shooting ahead with 13,800 here. He is doing very nicely. I'll have a look at his items just now as well. So he's got the Helmet Dominator and the BKB and the Drum Endurance. Quite a fairly sedate build. Not going for the greedy damage items at the moment. But I'm sure that will come. It looks like Sven has an item. It looks like our Satanic he's going to get. So that's going to help him with his survivability, especially with the BKB. They're not going to be able to stun him through that unless someone gets an Abyssal to try and stop that Satanic lifesteal from coming out. And it will be a lot of lifesteal coming out when he's using his God Strength ultimate as well. 5 men in this up here. Looks like they're going to go for a little bit of a push. Should be able to. Sven is down the bottom lane. Is he carrying a TP? Let me see. Sven is carrying a TP, so he should be able to react. There's TPs there, no TP there, no TP there, no TP there. Right. It's quite important at this stage in the game when they are going to be pushing a lot quicker to carry TPs on all of your entire team, because if there's only 3 TPing in at a reasonable disadvantage, the tower room does a lot less damage at this stage in the game compared to EHP. So, fine. Magnus hanging about in the back lane here. He's going to throw out the Shivas, but he's not going to catch anyone. And Boker wisely using his Force Staff to get out of range of that. And that is a stun on the Magnus, and he's going to be there, and the call down lands on 2. Very nice call down, and that's going to be a dead Magnus, and very likely a dead Axe. Yes, very dead Axe. Doom is hanging about in the back here, trying to pick off Forge Spirits for some reason, and they're going to drop that tower as well. So this puts him much closer to tower equilibrium as well, because they've only got 1 tower difference now. And they should actually be able to push up in the high ground here. Looks like Sven has been pushing up here. He managed to get the tower and the racks, so that is very nice play from him. And he's not used the Satanic yet, but if he does need to, if he does need that extra bit of survivability, then he can. So wisely avoiding the wall of replica there. You do not want a Sven illusion cleaving your team there. Nice stun on 2 there, but I don't think it's going to be quite enough. Using the Satanic here for that little bit of extra damage as well. A little bit of extra survivability, sorry. Looks like Axe may die this man. No, he's not. He's not going to die. Oh, he will actually. Very nice. Let's see what actually did the damage there. Yeah. Yep, very nice. As you can see, the Radiant is taking a considerable gold lead here. They're up to 12,000, so that's going to make it very hard for the Dire to come back from this. Actually, they did get a nice wee push there, but they did lose 2 as well. They probably should have just backed off once they started coming in. And Sven also managed to get their racks in the tower and a couple of fountains as well, worth gold extra there. So that's going to put a lot of pressure. They're probably going to have to leave 1 to defend this unless they can just push straight down. But that does leave open top and mid lanes for pressure from the other team. Oh, what courier is this? Ramnot of Underwool. Very nice. From the defence. Looks like Doom is going to get caught out here. He seems to be playing a little bit too aggressive for the amount of farm that he's got. He's going to be able to get away here using the Scorched Earth for a little bit of extra movement speed. He's running at max movement speed now as well, which is very nice. Always nice when you can get that permanent haste. Or semi-permanent, I guess. Oh, he's back down to 340. Okay, I'm actually not sure what gave him that move speed there. Was it maybe Axe? No, Axe all the way down there. I don't know. Anyway, he was moving very quickly. Regen rune there, no one's going to pick that up. The Magnus not bottling it for some reason. Doom's going to pick that up for a little bit of extra mana. Put them in a little bit of a better spot for the team fight, because Doom does consume a reasonable amount of mana, especially if he's getting mana drain. There's no real mana drain apart from the EMP on the Invoker. But that's still something to be consider. Oh, sorry about this. Okay, the Gyrocopter looks like he's going for Perseverance. That's probably into a Lincoln's. He probably should have a BKB by this stage in the game. I mean, they've got a lot of lockdown. He should be able to get out of the RP, the Berserker's Call, Doom, things like that. Stuff should be a bit better. I mean, there's a reason that Gyrocopter is regarded as a BKB carry. And they managed to get Roche down here as well. And Doom's picking that up as well. That means that next time he runs into things, it looks like he's going to be picking up an Aghanims as well for his Doom. Get that little bit of extra damage out of it. What is it the Aghanims actually does on Doom? Ooh, very nice cycle now. But it looks like Darkseer is going to die regardless. Only managing to get 1 in the RP there. And that ult is going to kill the Magnus. I think, no, he's not. He's going to be able to escape this one by the looks of things. No paralysing cast getting thrown here because it is on cooldown. But if he hangs about too long, that will come out. And that will slow him down quite a bit. And there we go. Sven throwing out huge amounts of damage now. He's got that Crystallis for the crit damage. And those crit cleaves, especially with the Empower on the top of it, he can do a lot of damage. And managing to get the mid-racks here as well. That puts him at a huge advantage. Pretty much GG, I would say. There's not much chance of them coming back. The gold lead, as you can see, is about 14,000. Experience, less important now, but it's over 20,000. And Sven is an absolute farm monster this game. So he's really managing to put the hurt on them. Chris Main getting a little bit too far forward, but they are all still dead. If they had buybacks there, we might have done that. But let me see. No buyback. No buyback. No buyback. No buyback. No buyback. It's important if you're losing like this, they might get a little bit overconfident, and the buyback might just scare them out and give you a little bit of extra breathing room. Sometimes buyback isn't necessarily to get kills or to defend or something like that, it's just to scare them away. Give yourself a little bit more time, maybe get your carries an extra item before the next engagement. Doom going straight into the jungle here. He's got his Aghanim Scepter. I'm not sure what he's going to go for next. Probably a little bit too late for a Radiance. Probably going for I would say probably a Shiva's Guard. I think guesstimate, but I couldn't say. I'm not much of a Doom player myself. Too much jungly for me. Looks like Magnus is doing a little bit of ancient farming, but he didn't manage to get the last one. There's going to be a DD which is going to bottle up, and he's going to use that for a little bit of regen as well. Not going to save that for the next engagement. Don't really need it at this stage of the game either. Okay, he is going to... Oh, and Doom's there as well, so it looks like they might actually be able to pick off this Lifestealer beforehand. And he does have the Heaven's Halberd, so he should be able to deal with man fights like that as well. And Invoker using his Ghost Walk to get away here, but he is hanging about a little bit too long. If one of them did have a dust, maybe I even checked them, but I'm not entirely sure. See him coming through the jungle here, looking to maybe support or push this tower. He's probably just going to use his Crystal Nova to push the tower here, but he is going to get spotted out by the Witch Doctor and all of his lovely chums. Using the Ghost Walk here to get a little bit of extra damage. Magnus is going to be able to jump in here, and he's got his going somewhere else entirely, picking off that Witch Doctor instead. Fairly confident that his team could deal with that one. And that is everyone but the Gyro, and the Gyro is... where is the Gyro? He was down there. That's unfortunate for them. They really need everyone there, especially that cooldown probably would have helped, but it was on cooldown actually, so never mind. Oh, he does have an Aghanim, so he was able to use it from range. I'm sorry, I apologise for that one. I wasn't paying that much attention. Okay, right. Okay, a little bit of damage there now. Managed to take it out. And that's Mega Creeps, and that basically means this game they do not have the counter pushers that you would need. The Gyrocopter's cooldowns aren't enough to deal with this. They could basically just AFK in base and win now. But they're not going to. They're going to be good sports. They're not going to bother fountain diving or anything like that. They are going to finish the game. Always makes for a better game when that happens. It was a very good game. Very well played from the Radiant there. Sven especially managing to get himself more than enough farm to carry that one out. And Magnus with some excellent initiations there. Very well played. A couple of questionable plays from Doom, but he managed to pull off in the end. He didn't manage to do it. The Witch Doctor went fairly hard at the start, but those 14 kills would have been much more useful on, say, like a Lifestealer or a Gyrocopter, and they might have had enough farm to get back into the game. Well, thank you very much for listening / watching, and I shall see you next time.